Welcome back. Let me ask you, how do you usually start your day? Do you jump right out of bed or hit the snooze button a couple of times? Do you check your phone first or take a deep breath and stretch? Our morning routines say a lot about us, and in today's episode, we're going to walk through a complete morning routine in English, step by step, so you can talk about your daily life just like a native speaker. This will be super useful if you're working on describing your day, building your vocabulary, or practicing shadowing. So, grab your headphones, get comfortable, and let's dive in. All right, here we go. I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning. When the alarm goes off, I quickly turn it off, though sometimes I lie in bed for a few more minutes before actually getting up. Once I'm up, I stretch a little to wake my body. I open the windows to let in some fresh air. It really helps me feel more awake. Then I head to the bathroom. I brush my teeth, wash my face with cold water, and take a shower. Sometimes it's just a quick rinse, and other times I enjoy a longer, more relaxing shower. After that, I dry off with a towel, apply some lotion or moisturizer, comb my hair, and get dressed for the day. Next, it's time for a glass of water. I always drink a full glass of water in the morning. It really wakes me up and gets me going. Then I prepare breakfast. Sometimes I go for toast and eggs, and other days I make oatmeal or a smoothie. I love having a hot cup of tea or coffee with my breakfast. While I eat, I usually listen to music or a podcast, something light to start the day. After breakfast, I clean up the kitchen, wash the dishes, and wipe down the counters. Then I check my phone for any messages or notifications. I like to make a to-do list for the day. It helps me stay focused and organized. If I have a bit of extra time, I squeeze in some light exercise. Sometimes I go for a short walk or do a bit of yoga. Even just 10 minutes of stretching makes a big difference. Finally, I sit down at my desk and start work. I check my emails, review my schedule, and begin with the most important task of the day. All right, now it's time to practice speaking together. Here's how it works. I'll say a sentence, nice and slow, and you repeat after me. Ready? Let's begin. I wake up at 6:30. Now you try. I wake up at 6:30. I wake up at 6:30. I turn off my alarm and stretch in bed. Repeat after me. I turn off my alarm and stretch in bed. I get out of bed and open the window. Your turn. I get out of bed and open the window. I go to the bathroom. Your turn. I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth. Your turn. I brush my teeth. I wash my face with cold water. Say it clearly. I wash my face with cold water. I take a shower. Say it with me. I take a shower. Sometimes I take a quick shower. Now you try. Sometimes I take a quick shower. Sometimes I enjoy a long, relaxing shower. Repeat after me. Sometimes I enjoy a long, relaxing shower. I dry myself with a towel.
Your turn.
I dry myself with a towel. I apply lotion to my skin.
Your turn.
I apply lotion to my skin. I comb my hair. Say it clearly. I comb my hair. I get dressed for the day.
Your turn.
I get dressed for the day. I drink a glass of water.
Your turn.
I drink a glass of water. It helps me wake up.
Repeat after me.
It helps me wake up. Doing great so far. Let's move on to breakfast. I make my breakfast. Say it clearly. I make my breakfast. Sometimes I eat toast with eggs. Now you try. Sometimes I eat toast with eggs. Sometimes I have oatmeal or a smoothie. Now you try. Sometimes I have oatmeal or a smoothie. I drink a cup of tea or coffee. Now you try. I drink a cup of tea or coffee. I eat while listening to music or a podcast. Now you try. I eat while listening to music or a podcast. Almost done. Let's finish up the routine. I clean up the kitchen.
Repeat after me.
I clean up the kitchen. I wash the dishes and wipe the counters.
Repeat after me.
I wash the dishes and wipe the counters. I check my phone for messages.
Repeat after me.
I check my phone for messages. I make a to-do list for the day.
Repeat after me.
I make a to-do list for the day. It helps me stay organized.
Repeat after me.
It helps me stay organized. If I have time, I do some exercise. Say it clearly. If I have time, I do some exercise. I stretch or do yoga.
Repeat after me.
I stretch or do yoga. Even 10 minutes of movement helps.
Repeat after me.
Even 10 minutes of movement helps. Then I sit at my desk and start work.
Repeat after me.
Then I sit at my desk and start work. I check my emails and review my schedule. Say it with me. I check my emails and review my schedule. I begin with the most important task.
Repeat after me.
I begin with the most important task. Well done. You're doing amazing. Speaking out loud like this helps your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. And now, I want you to think. What's your morning routine like? Is it similar to mine or completely different? Take a moment and try saying a few things about your own routine in English. Even 1 or 2 sentences is a great start. And remember, the more you practice, the more natural it feels. Just like brushing your teeth, make English practice a daily habit. All right, now let's go over some useful questions people often ask about morning routines. These are great for speaking practice. Try answering them out loud in English, even if you're alone. Speaking your answers is a powerful way to build fluency. Here we go. What time do you wake up? Do you eat breakfast every day? What do you usually eat in the morning? Do you exercise in the morning? What's the first thing you do after waking up? How do you feel when you wake up early? Do you prefer tea or coffee in the morning? How long does your morning routine usually take? Take a moment to think about your answers and say them out loud. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become. Now, let's take it a step further and learn how native speakers express these ideas more naturally. We'll go through each one slowly so you can repeat and practice. Instead of saying, I get out of bed, you can say, I roll out of bed. Repeat after me. I roll out of bed at 7 a.m. Instead of, I wash my face, you might hear, I splash some cold water on my face to wake up. Repeat. I splash some cold water on my face to wake up. Rather than saying, I make breakfast, try these natural phrases. I whip up some eggs. I grab a quick bite. Repeat. I whip up a quick breakfast before heading out. Repeat. I grab a quick bite and leave for work. And instead of just I exercise, say, I go for a quick jog. I do a short workout. Repeat. I go for a quick jog in the morning. Repeat. I like to do a short home workout. These small changes make your English sound more natural and conversational. Keep practicing. You're doing great. Let's practice using adverbs and connectors to make your sentences flow more smoothly and sound more fluent. For example, instead of saying, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I eat breakfast, you can say something like, I usually wake up around 7. Then I brush my teeth and freshen up. After that, I make some breakfast and enjoy a quiet moment before starting my day. Let's say that together, nice and slow. I usually wake up around 7. Then I brush my teeth and freshen up. After that, I make some breakfast and enjoy a quiet moment before starting my day. Great job! You can also say, on weekdays, my morning routine is quick and simple, but on weekends, I like to take it slow and relax a bit more. Now think about your own routine. Is your morning fast and busy or slow and relaxed? How would you describe it in English? Let's imagine you're having a conversation with a new friend or a teacher, and they ask you, what's your morning routine like? Here's a simple and natural way to answer. Well, I usually get up at 6:30. The first thing I do is drink a glass of water, then I brush my teeth and take a quick shower. After that, I make some breakfast, usually toast and eggs, and a hot cup of tea. Then I clean up and get ready for work. It's not too long, not too short, just natural and clear. Practice saying your own version out loud. That's how you build confidence and fluency, one sentence at a time. Now here's something fun. I'm going to give you a short paragraph. I'll read it with you, and I want you to repeat after me. Ready? Let's go. I wake up early in the morning. I stretch, open the window, and breathe in the fresh air. Then I head to the bathroom, brush my teeth, and take a shower. I get dressed and make breakfast. I love drinking a hot cup of tea while listening to soft music. It helps me feel calm and ready for the day. Nice work! Now, let's kick things up a bit. Time for a challenge round. I'll ask you some questions, and you answer out loud in English. Don't worry about making it perfect, just speak. Ready? What's the first thing you do after waking up? Do you check your phone in the morning? What do you like to eat for breakfast? Do you prefer a cold shower or a hot shower? Do you listen to music or watch something while getting ready? What time do you usually start work or school? Keep going. Even if you're not sure, say something simple. That's how fluency grows, by practicing out loud, not just reading. Here's another great idea. Try writing about your morning routine in English. Use it as a journaling practice. You can start like this. My morning routine. I usually wake up at, then I, after that I, finally I. Just fill in the blanks with your own words. It's simple and it really helps you start thinking in English. We've covered a lot today, from basic phrases to natural expressions, speaking practice, question rounds, and even journaling tips. And now you're ready to talk about your morning routine in clear, fluent English. But before we wrap up, let's do one final review. Here are 50 simple morning routine sentences. Short, easy to remember, and super useful. Repeat them out loud if you can. I wake up at 6 a.m. I get out of bed slowly. I stretch my body. I turn off the alarm. I check my phone. I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I take a shower. I use shampoo and soap. I dry off with a towel. I get dressed. I comb my hair. I drink a glass of water. I make my bed. I open the windows. I enjoy the morning breeze. I pray or meditate. I do some light stretching. I read the news or check emails. I prepare breakfast. I boil water for tea or coffee. I make toast and eggs. I sit at the table to eat. I enjoy my breakfast slowly. I clean the dishes. I pack my lunch. I check my schedule. I write down my to-do list. I listen to some music. I watch a short video. I review my tasks. I organize my bag. I check if I forgot anything. I wear my shoes. I take a deep breath before leaving. I look in the mirror. I smile at myself. I grab my keys. I say goodbye to my family. I step out of the house. I walk to the bus stop. I wait for the bus. I listen to a podcast on the way. I enjoy the fresh air. I reach my workplace or school. I greet my friends or coworkers. I start my work with a smile. I feel ready and focused. I say to myself, it's going to be a good day. These simple lines are great for building confidence when talking about your daily routine, especially in the morning. You can repeat them, write them, or even record yourself saying them. Keep practicing and you'll sound more fluent every single day. All right, before we wrap up, let's do one last little challenge. Can you talk about your own morning routine in English? Take a few minutes right now and say it out loud, just like we practiced. You can follow this simple pattern. I usually wake up at time, then I action. After that, I action. Speak it, feel it, make it real. Every time you describe your routine, your English gets a little stronger and more natural. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Fluency comes with practice, not perfection. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this episode helped you feel more confident and excited to speak English in your daily life. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to follow the podcast or YouTube channel, leave a review, and most importantly, come back tomorrow for more practice. Next time, we'll cover your evening routine or even a full day in English. so you can express your daily life clearly, naturally, and fluently. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, and keep growing. Take care and have a great day.